Okay, everything should be good. Well, I guess before I get started, I have no idea if I'm gonna get through the wiring part of this because I think I've spent like in one ant wait, I think I've spent like 3 hours just doing the wiring on it. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to get that. I also did do a few things to hopefully speed this up or through the wiring process. And that was flash all of my ESCs here to make sure they're all in reverse mode or whatever. So that should hopefully make things a bit faster. Let's see. Hello there. Okay, so I don't know where to start. Also, I didn't plan out like the wiring on this, so yeah, it's just the wiring I'm just dreading about. Okay, so I think I'll start with the drive pods. I did make one just to make sure the rest will go together on the stream, and so far it seems to be working okay. I'm already seeing a few changes I need to make with it, but it kind of works. Let's see. I'm leaning towards changing out the brass belt tensioners to aluminum or UHMW. I'm probably leaning towards UHMW now, but that's for another version. But this version, I'll be hopefully trying to get built today. So yeah. Okay, I think I'll just start with the drive pods. So this is the first prototype. Oh, parts are falling off. And this one just mainly focused on getting the drive working okay. And it drove. Getting the ring to spin was an afterthought, so that's why it's just mainly drive. Now the second version of the prototype here was mainly focusing on a slightly better plate design for the frame, and this was definitely more focused on getting this ring to spin. And this, I'm just amazed by how smooth this thing is now. I was just not expecting it to be this smooth, so that's another bonus that this is actually working. And if I do get to wire this up, maybe I'll do a test spin in a test box. Okay, let's get started with the drive pods. Let's see, I'm gonna do with number 2 here, kind of label them. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna need a drill for this because I'm pretty sure I used pretty long screws for that. I got my handy dandy drill. Yeah, let's start with this one right here. Yeah, I just have the whole thing hold, or let's see, I have them currently held down by 2 screws. I did put 4 screw holes for this. I'm not sure if I'll use that many in the final version because that's a bit unnecessary. Also, I think it's like a total of 40 screws or something like that just to hold down the frame together, and I don't want to go with that, so I'll be working on making that a bit better. Let's put this aside for now. Now, the old version of Drive, this is an issue that, or this is the main issue that I want to fix right now. Because what I'm doing right now, I'm holding down the drive output from the rest of the drive, and I'm able to still move the wheel because the belt was skipping. And to fix that, new version, I have these brass belt tensioners. So that's how I did that. So let's take this apart. Actually, let's get all of these out first so I don't have to keep switching out tools. let's do that. Okay, let's see. Nope. We're still hanging on. That's that one. I forgot the direction these are in. Oh, I'm getting all the drive pods mixed up. Shouldn't be that much of an issue. I did design them so I could just use one design for all 4 sides. Okay, that's the second prototype frame. I'll put it over here. Let's see, so we got this one done, so... yeah, let's use this side. Got a little spot there for the screws. Yeah, this one's actually a bit better. It's not skipping that badly. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get my little screwdriver set for this. Yeah, so this whole thing is held in by 8 of these tiny M2 screws, so I gotta take those out. Also, I have a 5mm dead shaft in here for the drive. I was thinking of doing bearings, but that was also unnecessary. So the drive is also dead shaft, which means the shaft is not moving. The wheel's moving around the shaft. Okay. Let's take off the little set screw that holds us in. Yeah, let's don't want to lose that. Now I gotta switch to this. Yeah, with these loose, I should be able to pull this off. Oh, it's kind of going. Okay, so this is off. I won't be needing this, but I will be needing the screws from it. So worried that I'll just launch one of these screws across my room and I won't be able to find them. They're so tiny. Okay. That is out. Next up is this part. So there's a really small bearing that goes into here. And once again, another set screw. And I can take that off by taking off the belt. Oh, well, the bearing casing went all over the place in this thing. Okay. Should be able to just pull off the wheel as well. Yeah, this is Orbital Impact, my first actual 3-pound Beetle. I am testing a whole bunch of new things in it, so I don't know how well this thing will actually do. There are very little things that have been transferred from my smaller ring spinner, Mr. Roomba, into this, so Not sure how well this is gonna do, so yeah, now I just gotta unscrew 4 more of these. Yeah, that should be off, and all I have to do is just pop it off like this. Bam. That's the old process drive conversion gearbox. We'll be putting that aside, because I won't be needing it. And I'm gonna slide this new one in. Or slide the drive gearbox and motor into the drive pod housing. Okay, let's screw fill up. Let me just put that back in here. Just gotta be real careful. I don't like strip the threads on the plastic. So I gotta make sure these screws are flush so they don't rub against the pulley. This one's still a bit high. There we go. That's looking more flush. A beetle undercutter. I might, maybe. I don't know, actually. Maybe not. I do have an idea for another beetle. After this, but I don't think I'll be building anytime soon, and it's not going to be an undercutter. Probably I'll go with the usual vertical, but I'll add a twist to it. Yeah, idea's still in my head, but I don't know. I am building. I do have that undercutter, the Anwite one. So I'm gonna see how that goes first, and learn from that one. See how that works. Should be through here. Oh, I should have that. I should have that set screw in here before I lose it. Oh, I thought I lost it. It's right here. So tiny. I just put it in there right now. I won't tighten it down. Okay, now I'm gonna add this. Give it some space. And make sure this is free spinning. Oh nice, you're working on your first beetle, is it? And it's gonna be an angled overhead bar swing. Oh, that's like my my first fairway, which is like let's see, 150 grams, really small, but see, we'll send cuts and work on the aluminum bits. I'll be honest, I've never used send cuts end, but I'm pretty sure they have options for cutting aluminum. If it's just like plates or 2D stuff, I don't think they do CNC stuff. So, but yeah, if it's just for yeah, aluminum plates and all that needs to be cut out, then I'm pretty sure they could do that. Okay, let's slide this mill back in. Yeah, I was thinking of doing custom casting my wheels. Turning pretty smoothly. Let's press this in. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm just worried now that when they add these what you call it, those bolt tensioners, it's not gonna run as smooth, but I'll probably fix it by making these plastic. Or plastic that won't melt, because I know that would get really hot. Okay, well that's the drive system there. Oh nice, plastics are really fun. Really if they're full body spinner too, or shell spinners. Definitely have a hand with flat spin. Though I'm not sure if I'll be competing that much with it anymore. It was really meant for someone else drive, so I'll just see about that. Okay. Oops, I forgot to do one more thing. I don't have another. I need to bore out the hole on here with another 5mm. Got my okay, no, that's not. Have a shelf here of axles. Yeah, I don't have one. Oh, I do. Just make sure this is the right size. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, no, I should. Oh, I just bored the wrong thing. Wrong thing. It's fine. I need to do the wheel side, not the pulley side. Okay. Let's see if this goes in. If I had what I needed, would I build a 250-pound ring spinner for BattleBots? Well, I definitely would. For sure, any new weight class I'll go into will definitely be a ring spinner for the first spot. Oh, someday I'll do BattleBots. So I know they already have like Chronos on there, so I don't know how, if they would be interested in picking another ring spinner design. And the nice thing, this beetle here, I designed it to be scalable. So if this works, it could be scaled up. So I guess you could say Orbital Impact is the first way to see if this scalable design would work up with heavier robots. I think I cut this shaft a bit too short. Yeah, my first plastic ring spinner was also a flop. It's just over time you improve upon it, and eventually you get there to a decent design that works pretty well. And yeah, this is the thing about I guess like combat robots in general. Like over time, like your first robot may not be the best, but if you keep improving upon it after each event, it will get there eventually. Yeah, this trip's running a bit not as well as I wanted to. Though this is a prototype. Making sure nothing's rubbing. Seems alright. Actually, no, I see something. This pulley's rubbing against the tripod. I gotta make a spacer for this for the next version. Oh, that's one thing we do prototyping. I did learn, or more notes for improvement for the next version. Spacer for this thing. Oh, yeah, also friction. Friction drive ring spinners, it's difficult. Also, I went from a wheel touching the ring to a gear touching another gear, which is a lot more easier. Oh, I should have left like a millimeter for this thing to. Okay, let's redo that. Let's give this thing space. Actually, wait a second. When I pull this off, it is smoother. Okay. Then when I place this back in. Not the best. No, I'm just gonna screw it down, see how it works. And that will be for the next version of the prototype. Oh, of course, I was naming it. Yep. I had to come up with a name. Tried to do one theme at first, and that failed. So I'm just going around, just All types of names. Let's see. Okay, see what's causing this issue here with friction. Let me fix it a bit. That did nothing. Okay. Let me try one more thing, and if not, I'll just build it and do the rest. Because I don't want to get hung up on this. So, wow, this is really difficult to pull off. Okay. I figured out later. Hey, 2 more screws and this tripod is kind of done. I'll be adding screws in like this because the plates will hold the screws in, or will hold these see belt tensioners down, so it should be fine. Yes. Okay. Multi-brain. I don't think I could. I don't think I'll be smart enough to program myself a whole multi-brain control system. That's the one thing from stopping me from doing that. Would be interesting though to make a multi-brain, but I think I'm set with ring spinners for now. Okay. Not running as good as I wanted to, but okay, I could just put some oil on it. Maybe it'll do something to it. We'll see. This is just sewing oil. Boy, this really doesn't want to move. I'll probably just reprint it. I think it's just some printing issues. It's causing it to act up like this. Oh, I put a lot of oil on that one. Whoops. Oh well. We'll see how that goes. Doesn't want to run though. Oh well. It's running a lot smoother. Nope. It's up to the next ones. Yeah, I'm trying not to get hung up on this one. I'm just gonna build it. So remember, I gotta tighten this down. Yeah, let's unscrew this. Upgrades do you recommend for a vector kit? Limits weight. Okay, actually, I don't know what a vector kit is. Mind expanding? I don't know what type of robot that is. Is that like a, you know, it's a combat robot kit, right? Make a different aileron, or grab an aileron so I could reach that screw a bit easier. Oh, where did I put it? Oh, found it. Yeah, I should be able to reach the set screw in here. Screw it a bit, yeah, it pops out like that. Oh. That goes away because I'm not using that. Take the screws from this. Actually, Lumigan, is the vector, is it a bar spinner? I'm trying to remember. I don't really focus too much on kids. Okay, let's see if we can just slide this back in. That's looking pretty good. Oh, I probably should have screwed these. Let's do that. Let's get these screws in the carbon fiber first, at least. So I don't have to like teeter it on a drill and try to screw it in. Okay. So it's okay. It is the bar spinner. I never really paid attention to it. So I don't know what upgrades you would do to it. Like I don't know what hardware it has, whatever. Yeah, let's make sure those are flush. You know, to press really hard on the screw. I hope that motor still runs fine. Yeah, those are in. Next up. What's in there? Next step is to bore out the holes on this thing with another sheath. Let's press this bearing in here. Oh, that fits a lot better. Yeah, I think there's just some inconsistencies with these prints. I'll print them better, and also the final version will be nylon, not PLA. So that'll be that. Yeah, let's get this in. Also, before I lose these set screws, let's put these into. Oh, what's my favorite robot that I've built so far? Oh. Oh man, that's a lot. Hello. Oh, really gotta think about this one. It wouldn't be cheating if I said like the one I'm building right now, because there's a whole bunch of new things I'm trying with it, and it is my biggest robot so far. Though before that, even though it fought once and died terribly, has to be my full-body drum spinner. Fortunately, I don't have any fights of it. Or no, I do have the fight of it. I got cut in half. Though, just the complexity and the fact I was able to make it work definitely was my favorite before this. Oops, the shaft does not want to go in. Let's tighten this down too. Okay, I have no idea how this one's gonna act when I put this panel on, or put this cover on. Is it running smooth now? Let's see. Oh, pressing this through is a bit difficult. Do you think V rollers would work instead of bearings? Well, let's see. If if you're talking about like Vivos with 3D printers, I'm pretty that definitely works. Because I did do something similar like that for my 150 gram. I had a V wheel, or V group, or whatever, and I had a strip of titanium glide right in the middle of it. It works pretty well. I haven't tried it in the heavier weight classes though. It works though. Right now I'm just testing out a completely different type of way to drive the ring, or like hold it in place. This does not want to go in. Oh, there it goes. Okay, do I have it? Let me grab it. Okay, here's my 50 gram ring spinner. I don't know if you can see it. It does have like V rollers or V bearings in the middle here, and it has a strip of titanium that's, or a band of titanium around this whole ring that it glides across, and it's honestly almost as well as this in terms of how smooth it is. So that definitely would work. Okay, onto this. Okay, this one runs really well. Okay, it's just like variances in the print. This one runs fine, this one runs okay. This one does not want to run. Oh, I'll just reprint that. Let's get this in. Just gotta have these screws hold in because I don't want to hold them with a drill. Oh, event reports. I definitely love to do more. I did want to an event report with my latest or the last event I went to, but I had a lot of camera issues and the footage is just unusable with Roomba mainly. So hopefully this time I got the camera issues resolved. So maybe the next event I'll try to do an event report. We'll see. But I know I'll definitely do it for bigger events as well, or if they come around. Also, event reports are a bit easier than build videos, and for build stuff I'll just stream it. I think it's running okay now. It's good. Okay, last one. This is the one with the wobbly wheel, because I got these Fingertech Sumo wheels, and I had the drill in the center of it, so the bigger axle would fit. And I think I messed up on some of them, so the wheel kind of like wobbles when you rotate it, so that's not good. That could also be why some of the drive pods aren't really spinning that well. Oh well. And some double-sided tape on there. Let's take that off. Oh, that's really stripped. Okay, that screw doesn't want to come out. Let's see if I can get it up. Okay, if I'm really light with it. It goes in the pile of old prototypes. Oh yeah, let me grab this. Let's pop this bearing on. Loosen the set screw. And all should slide off. Okay, what do I do next? Oh, yeah. Let's get this bearing in here. I honestly think this is unnecessary. Reinforcing this part of the gearbox. But we'll see. Oh, we just could have gone with the bushing instead of a bearing. Also, bushings are much lighter, depending on what you use. Yeah, let's bore this up with axle. Oh, I was using the wrong one. I was wondering why there wasn't a sharp part on here. Because I ground down a little sharp part on here so it cuts through the plastic a bit easier. Let's get this in. Yeah. Let's switch back. Yeah, that's all set up. Oh yeah, like seeing like it's like those robot group photos, or yeah, they're showing all their robots in the weight classes. Yeah, it's nice. Wish you could do that with my older bots, but I reuse a lot of the components, so if I have a new idea, I'll probably just grab that from another robot that was a tested idea that was okay. That didn't perform that well. Okay, let's add this back. And be real careful with these screws so they don't pop off. Okay. let's screw these in. Those two seem good. Let's get the other side. Alright, Josh. The 20mm, are they planetary? If they're planetary, I'll consider them. I've never really seen a 20mm gearbox that's been planetary though. Oh, you probably have to share that with me later. If it's planetary and smaller, sure, I'll check those out. Yeah, that is in. Let's put the this one. All right, piece of stock here, so I can press this down somehow. Ooh, spur gears. I don't know about those. I've just been scarred by the finger tech gearboxes, and I'm always tripping when I turn them into brushless, unless I use a higher gear ratio. Alright, now just planetary all the way for me. Yeah, this should just slide back in. Let me grab some shim so I could put a space between that. Okay, let's see. Let's see, using around 0.5, let's do that. Should be something a bit thinner. 0.8, 508. I guess it just shows the point. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's imperial, that's why. Oops. Just want to make sure there's space between here. I wish I did this with the other gearboxes. I just now came up with this idea. Okay, now there's a nice space between it. No rubbing. Dang it. I did it for the next version. Oh, that's why I prototype. Pathfinder for better design. Let's screw this in. because this one is starting to move that well as well. Guess I'll just reprint these. I'm saying, how's this fit? It's okay. I don't think this is gonna drive that well. Ooh, yeah. Well, finally, the drive pods are done. Okay, well, let's prepare for this, but there's a whole bunch of printer debris on my desk. Let me clean that up. There. It's got oil on my dang cutting thing, so let's clean that up. And quickly maybe because I'm back in this up. Okay, the reason I didn't do direct is because, I'm just worried that it's gonna, that would definitely be one of the weak points. I know the wheels are protected, but, I'm just worried, like, yeah, something's gonna break from there a bit more, but, also, another reason was space. Because if I did direct, that means this gearbox would be right out here, and I would not have space to run wires for the gears, or for the drive motor, the ring motor. I am thinking if timing belts don't work, let's think of just doing those polyurethane belts, because I could just easily make my own. Okay, let's get started with this. So I gotta take off. Oh boy, that's a lot of screws. Okay. Gotta take off 16 screws. I gotta get a new driver for this because I kind of snapped the end of my what size is this? A 2.5 millimeter. Next. You gotta imagine this thing's gonna run terribly now. Just pedal. Because there's not much holding those bearing blocks rigidly. Actually, I wouldn't call it rigid beforehand because of how flexible acrylic is. Oh, my arm's sorry. Okay. Blade goes, or comes off. Oh, it's still kind of in there. Okay, let's get this other one in. Hope it still runs smoothly. Let's see, where is the... Where did I put the screws? Oh, right there. Actually, I thought I had more just laying around already. I had 3 laying around. Okay. Oh, I just realized something. I can't install this yet because I have to print a riser. See this blue thing? That's a riser for this motor. Because it sits too low on this plate. Because this is supposed to be a... The design calls for a 3mm thick plate. This is a 2mm. So I had to raise the motor up by 1mm. Though this won't be an issue with the final one because I'm using 3mm thick carbon fiber. Maybe I should get that printing right now. Let's figure this out. Let's check on my printer quickly. Should be able to print it. It has TPU in it. Fortunately, we'll have to slice this. See, I'll probably do that a bit later. Because that motor isn't that critical right now. I want to actually put the drive pods in. Okay, now these things. What we do is unscrew these two. And this should perfectly key into this shape I milled out. Oh, that fits perfectly, okay. Yeah, it's not moving. Okay. And I just sit this on top. Let's see, where are these screws? Oh, where did I put those screws? I had something a bit longer. Because, oh, they're over here. Okay, let's get this in. That's gonna end. Let's get the rest. So this side. I still don't like how that's not running that well, but this design right now focuses more on the ring and some improvements on the drive, but if I do get to the wiring, it will help me a lot with figuring out the basics of how the wire's gonna route through this whole bot. Can I drill this in? Oops, nope. I'm gonna hand tighten these later because acrylic is really prone to just cracking. I probably should have drilled out the holes on those brass belt tensioners. I don't want to go through with the screws. Unless you force them. Yeah, let's 2 wheels down. Get some of these wires out of the way. So need belt tensioner. I'm gonna flip it. Okay, so I had brass in hand at the time. Now I'm leaning towards making it plastic because I have plastic now. I was thinking of aluminum as well, but like it's the smallest aluminum stock I have right now, and I don't want to. Well, actually, I do have those plates, but that's still a lot to cut down on. So yeah, I'm leaning towards just plastic now for these, something that won't melt. Brass was just it was like the perfect thickness because these are, I think these are maximum of 3mm thick, and I had 3mm thick brass, so I just use it. But yeah, definitely gonna change the material. Also, brass is heavier. Ooh, that one didn't. Let's screw through that. Okay, that is done. Time for the next one. I'll just probably install this upside down. Let's do that. Let's see if I could even do it. Oh, this is the side I cracked the acrylic on. I was a bit too aggressive on the chamfering tool. Yeah, the wheels are in. I just gotta make sure, hand tighten this. hoping this will be a bit more rigid when I put the other half of the plate on. Okay. Those are the tripods in. It's extremely wobbly because of how thin this acrylic is. I'm gonna unscrew that one brass belt tensioner. Not really necessary yet. Okay, next is to figure out this wiring mess. Okay. Our wires are everywhere. I should probably just start taping it down so I don't get these confused on which wire is what. It's up ESC. Let me see if I have longer screws for this. That's probably too long. Let's see. Yep, that's too long. Oh no, I don't have. Huh. Let me go through my box of random screws. I need to find a 16mm M3 flathead. Okay. I'll just start digging in this box. If I could find a screw. Because I'm looking for a screw right now to hold in the 4-in-1 ESC. And I'm thinking the reason I don't have these screws available right now is because I use a lot of those. I've used that specific size for Roomba. Oh, so this should be a 16. Yep. Okay, I need to. That's too long. I'll just do 2 screws for now. Because some of these are just too long. think I'll be able to find the right size. Darn, okay. Yeah, these are either too long. I got you. Grab whatever now. That's too long. I give it. Let's just use whatever screws I got here. Okay, so these two are the right size. These are not. Probably check, should have a bag of other screws somewhere. Yeah, I guess not. I'll just use the Philips versions. And what I'm gonna do is let's grab two of these. Actually, four. Okay, the dreaded part. Trying to figure out the wiring. Get this hardware a bit further here. Okay. Let's tear through. Not sure if I'm gonna screw these down yet, because I need to figure out the power delivery wiring for this. And I'm definitely gonna move these connectors and all that. Okay, so it's not getting into wiring yet. I still need to install the walls that hold the batteries in. Do this at an angle like this. And then things are gonna get much less spacious in here. Oh yeah, things are getting cramped. Okay. Let's make sure I have this orientation right, because I think I forgot one more component. Yep. I still need to install the charge port and switch. Honestly, I don't think I should put the charge port this close to the switch, because I could accidentally shove the key into the charge port, which would short the batteries. I want to move that later. For now, let's get the rest in. Wires keep getting in the way. Don't think I should have put that ESC in there yet. I could yank it out quickly. Let's get this other one. Okay. That's the inner battery walls. Let's get the outer battery walls, and I need to grab some screws for that. Oh wow, I got a lot of M10 screws here. Okay, I could use Phillips head or hex head. I should probably pre-drill these holes, they're way too small. Do that with a hex-head version. I gotta find 4. Alright. I'm going to start searching for this. They're just all screws I've gone from, like, the small brushless motors I use for conversions. Real helpful at times. Okay, I think I screw these in. That is not looking likely. At least I have a small drill bit. Okay, I have to break out the hardware fit drill bit set. Yes I do, I have this. Oh man, this thing is so grippy. I was just gonna shove it, but I can't. I gotta lift it up because it's like, Sumo wheels give you lots of grip. Okay, let's try these through. I don't need that much. Yeah, those two are pre-drilled. Let's get these other two. So one in the center. Okay. Can install the walls on the side so the ring does not eat the battery, because that would be very bad. These real tiny spears. Okay, that's what I want to throw it in. I'll probably let them cool down a bit. Oh yeah, they're really hot. It's getting there. Though I don't think it's gonna drive nice. I don't think it will drive at all because of how much friction's in the drive pods right now. Probably need to reprint the whole thing in, or just drive part in nylon. Switch to lower speed so we get these actually screwed in. Or yeah, I'll do it by hand. Yeah, that's in there, kind of. Is it? looks like it. I'm sure they get some self-tapping screens for these. Okay, those are in. Yeah, one thing I still haven't figured out that well is how these side batteries really route in there. Because, okay, there's barely enough space for that connection to go through. Okay. I'm gonna do on this side. You could also just shove the connector in there like that. Yeah, that should kind of work. Interesting what wires came with the ESCs here. They could probably use them for the wires that travel between here. Okay, what are these? 16 gauge, that'll be useful for the weapons. Or the weapon ESCs. Also for the batteries. Also for the power, I'm gonna have 2 2S batteries in series, and those 2 series will go in parallel. I think that should work, if I'm thinking about this right. Let's see, do I have any looking for any thicker gauge wire, but I don't see any. Guess I'll have to use it for what you call that? The power switch. Okay, I got one. There's a second one in here somewhere. Oh yeah. Okay, sweet, we got that. Is there any more? Just looking for some good 16 gauge wire. It's not. Okay, I think I'm gonna start by unsoldering this because I'm gonna redo the wiring. Let's get the soldering iron part up. Okay, solder iron's in it. Let me grab some other stuff. Put this away too. Yeah, solder iron is hot. I'm just gonna solder all this. Where's the ground pad that takes the longest to unsolder? Come on, it's close. There we go. So I think I'm gonna start by getting these XT30 connectors soldered up. And I will need exactly 4. Hey, should I use? Yeah, I'm gonna use these. I don't know how much current it's gonna be. Going through these. Maybe I could set this up to do 2 at a time. Yeah, let's solder these connectors. Oh, I gotta wait for this solder iron went to sleep. Yeah, those are tin. Let's drop those because they are hot. And let's tin the other 2. Okay, so yeah, those limit inverters are actually they're finished. There are some changes I want to do to it. I think one of them was that I'm gonna open up the inside of this or the gear because it was a bit too much of a struggle to press these into the barrier, or to press them into the motor bill. So I'm gonna probably like make the inner diameter a bit bigger so it's a bit easier. But aside from that, these are actually ready to go at let's see. Yeah, these are ready to go at the final version. Okay, soldering. So for big pads like this, I turn it up to 300 Celsius. For small things like this, I go down to 250. Okay. Those are soldered. Now let's drop those because they are hot. And let me tin some of the wires a bit, because I don't trust whatever solder's on there. Yeah, I'm gonna tin that a bit more. Okay. And I was trying to think about how the heck I'm gonna wire this up again. So yeah, so each pair is gonna be wired in series, so that's gonna be 4S, and I'm gonna wire those 2 series into parallel. Just gotta think about that, how that's gonna work. Make sure I don't accidentally short something, which would be terrible for a LiPo battery. Get these up again. That's such an odd anchor to solder at because doing this left-handed. Just double checking I have the polarity proper. Boy, this thick gauge wire is pretty toasty. I should start using pliers for that. Or tweezers. Okay. That's one side done. Okay, that is in. Other side. Okay. Next up is let's see, shrink tubing these down. Should have a container somewhere here. Okay, found it. Let's grab that. And the barbecue lighter. This will fit. Let's test it. Nope. Yeah, gonna have to go with something a bit thicker. I think I'm going really overkill with the wire gauge here, but I'll see in the end. I just want to make sure I'm getting like the most power delivery or most optimized power delivery for this thing. Yeah, that's right. Let's cut this in half. Let's shrink this. Okay, time to find the wiring. Now I'm gonna have this thing bend. I see, let's put on this. So, wire's gonna go in this direction. Let's see, negative will be up. Let's get this other side down. I'll just bend it in this direction as well. Because I have to also plan for the orientation of where this is going to be at. Okay, something like that. And then, wrong side. Whoops. I might conformal cut these connectors to be safe. Okay, so it's gonna go from this battery down the center here, and then it's gotta connect in series with the second LiPo. Now let's make sure this is gonna fit. I guess I'll do it from here, or that work as well? Let's see. No. Yeah, it's always the wiring that's the toughest. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut it right here. And I'm gonna mimic that with this side. Cut it right there. Let's remove these. I think I'm gonna start with the soldering, and I don't want to solder next to batteries. My wire stripper. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to get this finished, because I still gotta planning this on the spot where I'm gonna wire it. Gotta tin these up. Now, let me see if I could squeeze these wires through the crevice here. If not, I'm gonna have to loosen up the drive. Actually, I might be able to by just flexing the whole plate. Yeah, those will fit. Okay. Also, to get those out. Okay, I think I need some shrink tubing for this. There's nothing exposed. Let's get that soldered in. I could. I just wish they had small ones, small mechanisms. Though I do have an idea for those mechanism vertical spinner. I don't know if you remember that one. For maybe another beetle. I'll see though. I also did try to make really small mechanism wheels before, but that didn't work out. Just double check out these series wired properly. Yep, that looks right. Okay, next slide. I just realized if I wanted to, I could put this thing in 8S, but I don't have VSCs that could do 8S. Or do I? Wait a second, do I? Let me look this up. Right, I'm going on a tangent, let's check this out. Let's see, because I think. Oh no, they go up to 6S. Oh yeah, seeing those. Yeah, you're gonna need like a 5th axis for that. The only thing that's like the main issue is that trying to make rollers that are grippy enough at that scale. That's the one thing that stops me when I tried to make them. Is this the one? Yes, it is. So the kind of series thing, our connectors are almost done. Now I gotta put this thing in parallel. And then figure out how to put a switch between these two. Oops, I'm charring the XC30 connector a bit. There we go. Kind of something. I think this will work. Oh boy, this is I'd have to use this. Should really get more 16 gauge more. Next up is tinning these. You got the soldering iron again. Games are definitely fun, though I do want to try putting them on something. Eventually, someday. It is also fun to drive Mechanim. No, I don't. Oh no, I don't think it's gonna be long enough. I'm running out of 16 gauge wire. Oh boy. Shrink this tubing. Oh, that didn't do well. Whoops. I didn't cover the old connector. Maybe I'll conform a cut later. Yeah, I'll just conform a cut this later. Or XC30 connector is all charred. Oh, whoops. Okay. That was gonna be tough to figure out. Oh, I just realized I wired this wrong. Oh well, I'll just go with it. I was gonna put the two closer batteries in series. No, in parallel. These two in parallel, and then do the series across here. But I'm doing the series here, and then parallel. Okay, well, oh yeah, I could work around it. Yeah, so I could squeeze these through. Should be able to. It's kind of going. But bend it a bit. Kind of went. Don't have anything to push it down with. Oh man, this poor connector is so squished in here. Huh. Okay. Let's do that a second time. To crush it down there or something like that. I think this is there. Should I do it this direction? Probably should. Okay, for ease of access, I'm gonna flip the direction of the wires. Where the heck is my... Oh, there it is. Yeah, there you go, the poor wire is shoved there. Let's do that on the other side. I'm real tempted just to do this not neatly and just shove the wires in there temporarily. Actually, you could just twist the wire like that. Okay. I'm just gonna squeeze the battery in here for now, just to keep that connector in place. Oh, that is so uncomfortably squished in there. Another idea I had was extending these battery wires out to up here. Let's see how this works in the future. Doesn't look that great. Yeah. So batteries will kind of go on like that. Don't like how squished it is though. There is some else little space for it to rotate. Oh man, this is such a wiring mess right here. Okay. Oh, this side's kind of weird. Why does it go in this direction? Okay. Now from there, I put it all in parallel. Has it been long enough? Oh, they are. Oh man, it's such a mess. Yeah, I just gotta think about this, how this is all gonna wire up. And then the ESCs are gonna have to go somewhere here. Yeah, that was one of the ideas, was to make this battery lead here really long up to here. I just don't have any wire that's the proper gauge for that. That just kind of sucks. And that's what that's the roadblock I'm hitting right now. Oh, I didn't think that part through. Got a lot of smaller gauge wire. Got 20 gauge. That's not. I don't trust that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get this wire today. Because I think it's better for me just to get the proper wire and so have more leeway to work with whatever instead of trying to stretch out this 18 and what is this, 16 gauge? Shoot. Okay. Because I still need length to reach the power switch. It's gonna be all the way over here. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Guess I'll just call the stream here. And in the meantime, while that happens, or after that, I'll probably just order more wire so I get the actual amount. And when it does come in, I'll probably just restream the wiring thing. Dang, okay. Well, at least there'll be a part 2 of this. More wiring. Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, so one thing I didn't think about was if I had enough wire. I guess I won't be getting this running today. Bummer. Well, I guess I'll just end it here then. Oh, that was such an oversight. In fact, I didn't get enough wire. Huh. Okay, well, guess I'll just end it. Order more wire. When I get it, I'll do another stream of this wiring up. Okay, well, I'll be ending the stream and hopefully I'll do a part 2 of wiring this up. We'll see. Okay, well, that was it. I'll be ending the stream.